Okay, this is Joe Leigh here for Seconds Out, joined by Conah Walker. It's been a little while since we've caught up, but it's good to have you back, coming off the back of a good win. 11 wins. Um, welterweight from Wolverhampton. How's things with you, bro? It's good to speak to you again.
Yeah, all good, man. How's it with you?
Yeah, very good. I think it's important to get you on after obviously being back in the win column, having a fight for the English title against Samuel Antwi not too long ago as well. But I want to first talk about just being back with a win in Wolverhampton. I know when you fight in Wolverhampton, the crowds are always good, and they were there for you that night as well.
Yeah, man. It's obviously it's always good to get back on winning ways. That was my first defeat in the pros, so
Mm,
it was bittersweet. But yeah, you bounced back. I mean, took the gamble. Didn't pay off that time. I thought it possibly could have gone my way, but I'm not
mm.
gonna grumble about it. Just gonna crack on. So yeah, jumped straight back in there. Got a six rounder under my belt. And now we're just pushing on again. We're looking at we've got a date in mind. Well, we've been in talks, like, well, obviously, I don't really like saying anything until I can see my name on a piece of paper, or it's definitely on, if you know what I mean. So I won't say nothing about that. But yeah, the next step, dropping down 10 stone,
Okay.
um, and yeah, go for these super lightweights. That's
Why
the plan.
have you decided to do that?
I make welter easy. Quite a small welter, to be honest with you. So
Mm.
um, I just thought, give it a go. Obviously, you just got to commit a bit more in in the Dodge section, but it's I'll be the bigger man in the ring rather than the smaller man. I've always fought bigger blokes.
Yeah.
It's not something I'm bothered about doing, to be honest. But as a team, as a collective, we've decided our best shot's going to be at super lightweight.
Was the anti-fight anything to do with your decision to move down? Was it your most recent fight where you thought actually I could have knocked him out if I was weighing a bit more, or I guess
Um,
effectively,
I think the anti-fight now, because I was in the fight the whole way. It's not nothing
yeah.
to do with that. You know, anyone can dig it anyway, and you know what I mean. So it's not like it's nothing to do with the punch power, it's nothing to do with the presence. It's just about giving myself an extra. It's all about inches and percentages, isn't it, in this game? So that's all it is. I just want to be the best person, best best all round boxer I can. So if it means dropping down a weight and having a look, then so be it.
How will that change your style?
Still gonna come, still gonna fight. I think we're trying to just work on relaxing, not being all the time, and do you know what I mean? Like slowing things down and pacing it over. I think what it was with the Samuel Antifight, we had a game plan. We had to stay on his chest. We knew about his he had long arms, he's got long levers, he's good. He's a good fighter, especially when you put him at range. And if you let him work at range, then he's great. But so our game plan obviously was just to cut that distance and make him work where he didn't want to work. But that's not how that's not how I fight. It's not how I spar. So we're sort of just trying to mould myself now to be sort of an all round 10 round, 12 round fighter. Pick my spots. But yeah, it's all comes together nicely in the gym.
And
I'm happy.
without saying what you do have lined up, obviously that there could be something in the pipeline, but how soon until you want to be back? Obviously, the last fight at English level, as we speak about, was a close one. I think that too.
Mm. How close do I want to be to the English
How
title
close until you'll be back fighting at that level for a title or against bigger domestic names?
this year? This year, definitely this year. I want a belt on my shoulder by the end of this year because I've got my baby's due in a couple of weeks. So I said to myself, start of the year, I want a belt to go with the baby.
Congrats, man.
So cheers, mate.
That's good to hear, bro. Do we know whether it's a boy or a girl? Is that something known?
Surprise, man.
Okay.
31st of August, so I'll soon be finding out.
Wow. Good for you, man. Good for you. How I know that motivates a lot of fighters as well. They go on some win streaks when they have a kid. That
Yeah,
they'll
yeah. Well, it gives you something to work for, doesn't it? So
yeah,
and
exactly.
it gives you your life a bit more what's the word?
Purpose in a way. Obviously,
Purpose,
I've not had a kid, but
purpose. Um, yeah. So I mean, it puts things into perspective. So there's more on the line, isn't there?
yeah, something to fight for as well.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, just one more thing. I can't leave you without speaking about Ben Eubank Jr. or Eubank Jr. Ben actually. As it's been built, so it looks like Eubank Jr. is going to be walking to the ring second, and he's obviously the main fighter, I guess you could say,
Who
in the build up. It's been
who
announced
is Ben?
yesterday. No,
Who's the A, sorry.
Chris Eubank. It's build Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I know that.
Eubank Jr. is technically the A side. What do you think of that fight?
I love it. I mean, it's class. Um, it's it's legendary, isn't it? It can be built massive. It's at the O2. I think it'll sell out. I've been on the phone to my manager already saying, "Let me get on that. Try and get me on that undercard." So, I think it's great. I think people can't write Conor Ben off the way he's been performing, and um, everyone's beatable. Everyone's got a chin and everyone's got a button. So, if Conor Ben can do what he's been doing, he's a great finisher. So, I think it'll be close. Personally, I think Kashuba, yeah, Kashuba, he's too big. He's awkward. So it's going to be a tough night's work if Conor Ben does win. But just going to say Kashuba's too big. But then I don't know. See, I'm going to sit on the fence because just the way Conor Ben has been performing, I can't. You can't never write a guy like that off with that sort of punch power and accuracy and speed. So I'm just going to sit on the fence and enjoy the fight, and not pick a winner on it.
How surprised are you that it's actually happening though?
I'm not surprised at all. The money it's going to generate for promotion for London boxing in general, it's it's sort of a no-brainer, isn't it? It's got to happen at some point. It's they're both coming up and they're doing good things, and why not? It's and Conor Benn's in a win-win situation because if he fights, he loses, he drops back down to earth and carries on his journey. I don't know where it leaves Chris Eubank, but it'll definitely leave his bank account a lot heavier. So it's one of them where people too stuck on keeping this out and paddy records. I'm all for just getting everyone in the mix and just all fight. That's what it should be about. I think waiting around for this, waiting around for that. Just get have a fight with someone who's live and active. Win, lose or draw, you, it's what you're in the game for. So that's my stance on it. But you also got to realise it's a business, so it's one of them. You've got to sort of pick your fights wisely. But I'd like the I'd like to get everyone in the mix, and that's why I like that Super Series. I think that Super Series is good.
Yeah.
Getting all the best lads in the weight and saying yeah, the welterweights should do it.
Yeah.
I think it'll be class.
Yeah, you'd be first to sign up. I agree with what you say though, because they're both not going to be at their natural weight, so they kind of both have an excuse. But if they win, then they obviously come out revenge or whatever from the dads. Obviously, if that's Conor Benn, but yeah, that was.
I think the dads will build it as well. I think that's
So.
it's gonna be good watching the pressers, and if the dads are anywhere, because they still hate each other, don't they? You can just it's never that that's never gonna change.
Exactly. No, it's good to get your insight, and hopefully we can see you back in a big fight at the end of the year. Super lightweight's interesting to know. So thank you, Conor. We'll definitely speak again. Yeah, nice one, bro. Cheers.
Nice one, Joe. Appreciate it.